What's going on, guys? I'm with the Moose, and I'm back on my Red Sox franchise, this time with the beginning of the ALCS. Now, of course, we are facing the Kansas City Royals. On the other side of the bracket, we have the Dodgers and the Cubs, so it's very interesting to see who may win that series. Of course, you guys can see it says we're going to start Eduardo Rodriguez, but since we had so many days off and enough time to prepare, we're actually going to start David Price and basically reset the rotation here for the ALCS. Also, quick programming note, if you will, we are going to be doing one video for every single game, unless for some reason the game is just insanely boring, and I think there should be two games thrown in there. It'll be one per video from now on. But right there, top of the third inning, Travis Snyder getting the scoring started off David Price, giving up a home run right there. Definitely not happy with himself. You know, had a rough performance in ALDS game number 1, so we definitely don't want to replicate that here. But thankfully, only that one run comes across. David Ortiz getting us going here in the bottom of the 4th inning, getting a double into the right center field gap, just barely getting to second base with that very slow speed. Definitely not a guy you want on the base pass if you can avoid it. Rather have him trotting around than having to run around. So we get a base hit here with Hanley Ramirez. Of course, same deal with David Ortiz. If it was pretty much anybody else, I'd probably score on that. You know, almost anybody with like 30 or more speed would probably would have scored, but hey, that's all right. And it's still 2 down, or actually I should have mentioned. So we get a base hit there with Jonathan Lucroy tying the game up, a huge base hit, like I mentioned, with 2 down. That is just a giant base hit, since you're not guaranteed anything, can't even get a sacrifice fly or anything like that. Next guy up, Jackie Bailey Jr., 2-1 count, still 2 down, of course. He gets a base hit into center field. That's going to score Hanley and move Lucroy up to second base. So now we have a 2-1 lead. Very nice 2 out, manufacturing some runs. Yohan Moncada up next, 2-1 count to him as well. Still in the bottom of the 4th inning, and he's going to rip a single right up the middle. That is going to get down, and they're actually going to throw this one home and actually cut it off, which I didn't realize they were going to do. I thought they were just going to throw it home. So I took second base with Moncada. Kind of risky. It worked out, though. He does have blazing quick speed, and that was a very nice play for us, getting a 3-1 lead right now. Looking to do even more damage with Andrew Benintendi, and unfortunately, he's going to fly out to left field. That could have really broken that one open, maybe made it like a 5-1 lead if he got a single, but hey, that's all right. Not a big deal. Next inning up, though, bottom of the 5th, and Dustin Pedroia showing off the big guns, hitting a home run to center field, basically where the batter's eye is out there. A monster home run for him, and honestly, I think he only had like 6 on the actual season, so that was a pretty nice hit, and definitely don't expect that very often from Pedroia, but very cool, and I'll always take it for sure. Now here in the top of the 8th inning, we got Carson Smith on the mound trying to get the ball to Craig Kimbrell in the 9th. There's 1 down, we walk a guy. Next man up, Lorenzo Cain. He's going to bounce into what should be an inning double play, and instead he just legs it out at first. Great speed for Cain, and he just barely beats that one out, so the inning continues here, and they're going to get another base hit right here off Carson Smith's leg this time, actually. He's going to barely leg that one out as well. I believe that was Alex Gordon, if I remember correctly. So now they got first and second, tying run at the plate. Koji Uehara coming in. He only pitched a 1/3 of an inning in the ALDS. I relied on Carson a lot more than him. But we're going to him here to try to get Kendra Morales, and thankfully we do go to second base for the final out of the inning. Definitely a big-time jam, and I do not like facing Kendra Morales at all. Now here we go, Eric Hosmer up in the top of the 9th inning. He's going to rip a single into left field, throw that one in with Benintendi. And, you know, I got to admit, I've pitched a lot with Craig Kimbrell lately, and I definitely want to get somebody else in there if we can. Hopefully we can get a bigger win instead of just a 3-run win, you know, in here, so we can actually spare him a game or 2. Get the next out. Next man up, though, he's going to rip one down the line. That one's going to get down and actually hop into the stands, which is kind of fortunate for us. That runner from first probably would have scored, so that's actually not too bad. You guys can see right here, it barely went in the stands. Rips it down the right field line. I knew I had no chance right off the bat, and honestly, I thought it was not going to bounce over, but it actually did, and that kind of saved us a little bit. 3-2 count here on I can't remember who this is, Alcides Escobar, I guess, and we walk him. So now it's bases loaded. They have the game you know, winning run, I guess, or game, you know, leading run at the plate in Jared Dyson. I don't know why they pinch hit him, but that's what they did. They probably could have pinch hit somebody with a little more power, maybe a little more contact. He's going to strike out, though, thankfully. Thank God. That's going to get us 2 down. Still bases loaded. Craig Kimbrell still going strong, and hopefully getting this final out on Omar Infante, who's going to ground one into the hole at shortstop. We're going to throw it a second. We get the easy out, and we get it there. That was a very tense 9th inning, and definitely a close one. If that out at second base wasn't there, or if Xander couldn't get to that one, that's a 4-2 game, and anything can happen from that point. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. And, of course, let me know what you think of the format. I think, like I said, I'm going to be doing 1 game per episode from now on. This game happened to be a little bit shorter. You guys can see around 5 minutes, but the next game I already played, game number 2, is going to be a doozy, so be on the lookout for that one. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.